Hello? Hello? Good afternoon, my fellow park enthusiast. Is everything good? I can't tell. I started the stream and then I realized that my headphones weren't connected. I hope you can forgive me. I didn't mean to delay the start of the stream like that. Let's check out the friend list. We have 28 friends, more than enough for what we need, but we could go on ahead and make a couple more. I changed my setup so that I can more conveniently access my document this time. Let me just make sure everything looks okay with the stream though. Okay, yeah. So let's get to building that bridge with Bidoof. I think before we do that though, we're gonna have to play Pelipper Circle Circuit. Should be no problem with getting all that done. Unfortunately, I don't think today's stream will be that long. I got an email you never really want to get telling me that I gotta come in early tomorrow. Unfortunate. I asked for a meeting and lo and behold I got a meeting. But it's an early meeting, so it's not a good time. Anyways, not to bring things down with stories about my personal life. What are you all up to? You guys got any fun stuff going on? Let me know in the chat. As always, chat's open. Ready to listen to what's going on with the park enthusiasts out there. Alright, so usually I think Spearo's the only Pokemon you have available to you, assuming you haven't made any friends outside of the ones required. But that's not the case here. That's not the case, and since we've made additional friends, that means we have additional choices. But I mean, it's an easy attraction. It doesn't matter who we pick. Alright, let's go with Butterfree. Should give us a good amount of mobility to work with here. Let's think about how we might play this if we are blindfolded. Could we stand still and potentially clear the game? Well, let's find out. Looks like I didn't pay attention to what the goal is. I know it's different than the bonus score. But let's see what happens here if I don't make any moves. Because obviously if I'm blindfolded, then just being able to stand still would be ideal if that were a valid strategy. Let's see what we get here. Okay. So the goal is 8,500, so that's that's not gonna cut it. Whatever, it's not a big deal if we can't do it standing still. It'll be more fun to work out anyways with my pal, so I'm not gonna worry about optimizing this or figuring out a strategy. It shouldn't be too difficult, right? Let's get to 12,000 before we say it's enough. I mean, we have 12,000, look at that. Oh, it turns out it was 11,000. It's okay. We went above and beyond. Nothing wrong with a little bit of overachieving. Alright, I didn't need to save the game, but I guess I did anyway. Suppose if the game crashes, then you have a backup. It's reassuring. Let's talk to Wingle. See what Wingle wants to do. I think Wingle plays chase. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happens here. Let me check my document. I think Wingle is already here. Yeah, looks like it is. All right. Chase with flying Pokemon is maybe a bit tougher than it is with Pokemon that don't fly. Although I think you can jump and catch a few of them. Wingle might be a bit tough. It seems like it's flying a bit too high to catch with a hop. In fact, that might be true of all of them. But I am aware that you can jump and get the Pokemon if it's low enough. Let's see, do I have Starly listed in the beat zone? I do. Chase, I see. I guess all Starly play Chase, at least in this zone. Hold on, item delivery. I just remembered something. Let me put some down for a second. Alright, so we cleared Pelipper Circle Circuit. That means we can go back to Bidoof. Can bring him some lumber and then can move along here. Probably just gonna play through the process of leaving the beat zone, and then that should be good enough, right? That is a big range to start the cutscene. Okay. Give me a second here. Well, that's a nice way to make two friends. Alright, so I think we need more lumber, right? Because we gotta build another set of bridges. Oh, I forgot. The whole reason you do this in the first place is to get Piplup and Wynot off the island, I think. Alright, let's get right to it. Let's talk to Azurill. I think Azurill does chase. Let's go ahead and play chase. Sounds like a good time. I think Pidgeotto does battles. They'd have to talk to confirm, unless I already have it written down. Battle... Yeah, looks like that's the case. We already have Azurill... Wait, no we don't. Okay. And I think Azurill invites someone, Totodile? When we beat them in chase. Also, Azurill has 2 L's. I spelled it with 1. Oopsie. Give me a second. Alright. Weasel also does chase, right? Weasel... I guess we're about to find out. Does Weasel spin its tail? I think, maybe, possibly. And that makes it tougher to catch. No, I don't think it does that. Maybe Floatzel does? No, Floatzel definitely does battle as its skill game. Okay, well, Slowpoke should be an easy grab. Okay, and that causes Floatzel to come over. Okay. Give me a second here. Okay. Right, we need to bring the lumber to Bidoof. I think we have enough friends to talk to Vaporeon now, but kind of slow. I don't know if we'd be able to catch him. Alright, this lumber that we left here earlier can now be given to Bidoof. That'll let us move on. Nothing from today's stream so far seems like it'd be especially difficult to coordinate with a blindfold. We'll call it an assisted blindfolded playthrough from now on, just to clarify that it's not quite the same as a traditional blindfolded playthrough. But I kind of have a multifaceted approach to this current playthrough. One, as I've said more than enough times, I'm sure, I'm trying to prepare for and memorize different facets of the game that I may need to take into consideration for this upcoming challenge I want to take on. And the other reason being that I need to make a document with details that I'm not... Now that I'm thinking about it, the reasons kind of overlap with each other, so we'll just group into one reason. The reason is to memorize things. Like we're taking a test. And we are taking a test pretty soon. You all have to take the test as well. I don't know if you got the news. Gonna have to bring a pencil and bring your own paper. Close notes. So maybe there's no point in making this document. But I'm gonna start at 9 a.m. I don't know what the date is. We might be in trouble if no one gives us the date. We might be in trouble. I'm sure you already know. I'm a bit behind, so if you could help me out, that'd be great. But anyways, I'm gonna put stuff down in the document when I find it helpful. That's going to help me to memorize and keep track of information in the game that I want to keep track of for the purpose of playing it more. Alright, so that's going to be just about the end of the line. And we get a nice helping of berries. That's great. Gotta love that. That'll help us to get upgrades. Probably gonna need an upgrade to dash more than anything. But once we get the double dash, probably not gonna need the upgrade. But I'm pretty sure we don't have access to the double dash until... was it until we clear the lava zone? So that's gonna... you know, that's gonna take a while. Alright, let's make it a little further before ending the stream. Okay, so let's think about what we've done in total with the beach zone. Not just today, since really we started yesterday. So we come into the beach zone. We talk to Feraligatr, I think. And then we talk to Piplup, who's on the island, who gives us the instruction to go get Bidoof, and then we go get Bidoof. Come back here. Then I believe we talk to Bidoof, and that's when we also meet Carvanha and Sharpedo, if I'm not mistaken. And they give us the instruction to go clear Circle Circuit before we start acting like we own the place. So we go do that, come back, talk to Bidoof, and then we bring the lumber, which builds us the first bridge. We bring more lumber to build the second bridge. Then we talk to Gyarados and we get the minigame, we get the attraction over with. Alright, let's battle with Feraligatr. I think this is how you befriend him, but I'm not sure, so here we are doing our due diligence. Alright. Alright, so let me see if I have that in my document. I knew Feraligatr you had to battle, or that you could battle it if you want to. I didn't realize that was the befriending method, so let me see if I have that here. No, okay. Do we have to clear... Okay, I'm not going to put any details in. I think we have to clear the minigame before... Yeah, I think we have to clear the attraction before we can battle Feraligatr, right? Because otherwise we'd talk to him and he'd ask us to talk to Gyarados. At least that's what I think would happen. I'm not going to write it down right now just because I'm not 100% sure. Alright, so if the rock's broken, then you have a conversation with Lapras and Piplup. And then we go to the iceberg zone. Awesome. So I guess that's where I'm going to end the stream. It's been a bit of a shorter one, but I did say that it's going to be probably on the shorter side of streams just because I got to get up a bit earlier tomorrow, a bit earlier than usual. I'm being told there's a freeze warning in my area. That's strange. It's a warm 69 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so I can't imagine what the freezing could be all about. Doesn't sound all that cold to me, even though we're now in the iceberg zone here. I'm sure it's a bit colder here. Okay, well, thank you for joining me in today's stream. Tomorrow, or the next day, or whenever, it's probably not going to be tomorrow or the next day, but whenever we get back to streaming, you know, gonna keep on pushing through this run, I imagine. Please hydrate, take heart, and take care of yourself in the days to come. And wow, it's been three days of streaming in a row. Congrats to me, right?